Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Yes, this is an M44. It's also on the south spawn of Province, and it's under the command of Boombaard. And yes, this is the last one. Yep, I promise. He did send in a big batch, but we've completed them all, and this is the last one. And battle's about to start. Okay, well, his teammate, who he's platooned with, is also in an M44, and he's moving over to a firing position a little further away, and that's useful because you don't want to be too close to each other. Okay, he's found his spot and he's ready to go. Well, it seems that Boombaard's going to be firing north at the enemy who's coming up on this side of the map. Meanwhile, his teammate's probably going to fire over the other side and see if he can get shots on the enemy as they're trying to stop our guys from going up. No sight of the enemy yet. Normally you'd expect to see somebody coming up the road. Nobody in sight. That's odd. Well, Boombaard's decided instead he's going to aim over to the east side as well. If nobody's coming up the other side, then he might as well go for these guys. First target, P43, and oh, shell went long. And he's relocating to avoid being counter-batteried. Now, something he's doing which is unusual here is he's going a long way forward into these bushes. And that's fairly dangerous actually, because from this position you can be counter-batteried. And they might spot you if you shoot and they happen to be close enough. Okay, Churchill 7. This is a tier 6 game. He's tier 6 Arty. Rounds out the Churchill. Direct hit for 220. His sixth sense didn't go off, so he obviously hasn't been spotted. It's not a very wise position because this is a spot that's actually used by tank destroyers. And so that's why it's not the best place to be for an Arty. Fires at the strip and wallops him. That was definitely a penetrating shot. 422. He took all the remaining hit points that guy had. Definitely a penetrating round. No doubt about that. Going for the P43 if he goes past that gap. He's coming out to take a shot. Oh, but instead, why did he do that? He aimed away and he's lost the opportunity to put a round into the P43. Instead, now he's aiming for the Churchill 7, but he hasn't got a solution because that building's just too tall and he's too close. He needs to be further away in order to get the shell to loop over the top at the target. Okay, now he's got a target over there. Oh, there's a good one to hit. KV2. It's going to be 3 or 4 seconds before he's ready. Almost ready. Now, rounds out. And it's a wipeout. And I can't tell if that was a penetrating shot or not. It was probably a direct hit that wiped him out and overwhelmed him, but I'm not sure it was penetrating. We'll have to look in the end of battle results, see if it was. Well, our team are doing very well on the east side of the map. They're moving north quite rapidly, and that VK is about to get unwelcome visitors, but we're not in a position to shoot at him because the buildings are in the way. We can hit the Arty to the north, and there's one of them, the SU-8, rounds out. It should kill, and it didn't kill, but it was a huge hit for 250. And there's the kill shot from our teammate, our platoon mate as well, and maybe we can get around on the KV2. Loaded, but we've got no shot on the Jackson. He fires in anyway and hits the building. No shell arrived at the aim point, so it must have been that it smacked into that building. Yep, there's a shell impact on top of the roof, so that's where the shell went. Sometimes it pays not to be too close to the enemy. And, well, he splashed the KV2 for 117, but we lost the VK3002M. And all the guys who went up the east side of the map got wiped out by a combination of Arty and the defenders. So we're not doing so well at the moment. this is one of those moments where it'd be very, very useful to be actually capping in the cap, shooting at the enemy, because it puts pressure on the enemy. Going for the Jackson. Rounds out. This looks good. Oh, hits the building. Bad RNG. Now, it's so funny that so few players actually realise that shooting an Arty from the cap area is actually quite beneficial, because you get good shots on both sides of the map. He's aiming for the KV2, but we've got no sign of him, but there was a sign of a T-3485. Now we're going to go for the Hellcat, dialing in, almost ready. That's it, rounds out. And it's a kill shot, and that was definitely a penetrating shot, no doubt about that. 570 hit points of damage in one shot. No doubt that it hit and penetrated. Of course, it is an open top tank, so the shell probably landed in the cockpit and gave everybody an instant roasting. Oh, lovely. We've got a couple of tanks there. Oh, and that was so unfortunate. It went long. That was the right moment that we would have wanted at least one shell to be on target, but we'll get a kill on the Cromwell if he stays where he is. We're not ready. And now we've got a red line. Oh, this is so annoying. Go for the gap. And he's gone. Now, where was the T-3485? There's the Hummel. He's been spotted. He's in the open. Very silly place for an Arty to be, where you could be spotted. Rounds out the Hummel. This shall be a kill shot. It isn't, but it potentially means the high caliber. And the kill shot went to our platoon mate there. T-3485. He's killed by the Dickomax. Going for the Jackson. We're loaded, ready to go. He's jumping off the cliff. He fell down the edge of the cliff. We've stunned him. And one of the enemy is capping. Okay, we're aiming for the Jackson again. We're almost loaded. Dialing in. This should be a kill shot if we can get it on target. It isn't. It was a near miss for 137. But Tyler Neck does it again and kill steals. So he's got 3 kills. We've got 3 kills. Or rather, Boombaard's got 3 kills. And there is the KV2. And I don't think he knows. Oh, he does know where we are. Manually aiming. Look at that. Very dangerous. He was... and that was counter battery fire coming in there. But he was seen, so he'll have to keep moving. We might have to relocate or even drive down there and shotgun the enemy. There's one of our other teammates. Where is he? I think he's behind that rock. There he is. Oh, that hit Tyler Neck. Stunned him instead. Drive down and shoot him in the ass. Oh, we lost our teammate there. And that's a counter battery from the M44. We know where he is now, in the corner of the map. And there was team damage there. Well, it's one way of fixing it. Go for it. That's it. That did it. Usually just drive down there and shoot them in the face. That works very, very well. I know, I've done it enough times. It's so funny. They just don't expect an Arty to get so aggressive and do that to them. It is hilarious, I can tell you. Well, we're going to drive over there, and hopefully that M44, if he's not paying attention, will turn up in his neighbourhood and finish him off. But are we going to cap instead? I wouldn't cap. I'd actually go in and kill. We spotted him. We know where he is. There he is. He's probably loaded. We're probably loaded. Go for the ambush. He's come too low, which means he has to come in to shoot us. We can shotgun him. And ram him. Ram him. Ram him. That's it. You got him. You got him. What a way to win the battle. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. That was superb. Ace tanker from Boombaard in the M44. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 16 in that one. And he also picked up a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points to his own vehicle. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle. And he also picked up a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And his win rate for that battle was 10,720. Wow. That was superb. And the way he ended the battle by shooting the guy in the face as well. Superb. In fact, actually, I think that the kill actually right at the end wasn't by Boombaard's gun. No, he actually killed himself because he shot at Boombaard and the shockwave actually killed him as well in the process. Because Boombaard did 269 hit points of damage, and he damaged his track, and he also spotted, or was it the other guy was killed by his teammate? Let's have a look and see, because we'll have to check that, because his teammate was in the M44, and where was the enemy? That's the one? Yes, he killed himself. So he fired his gun at Boombaard at the last second, and the shockwave, when it killed Boombaard, killed him as well at the same time. So he accidentally killed himself in the process. So they won the game because he didn't have a steady enough aim to shoot after Boombaard had shot his round and failed to kill. So what an ending to that game. Let's have a look at the team details. Highest damage, 2,579 hit points of damage in that game. The next high scorer was the KV2 on the enemy team, picked up a Top Gun and 2,080 hit points of damage. Next high scorer was the Jackson with 1912, and he only got 2 kills. But the highest number of kills on Boombaard's team was Boombaard with 4 kills. The Dickomax got 3 in the M44. His teammate Tyler got 3. And on the enemy team, it was their KV2 got 6 kills. Their M44, the Gabriel 208, the one who killed himself at the end, he got 3 kills, and the Jackson got 2. When it came to base XP, it was definitely Boombaard with 1,200 base experience points. 893 went to the Dickomax, and 720 went to the VK3002M. High score on the enemy team was their KV2 with 756. Tyler he managed to get 500 hit points of damage, 3 kills, and 428 base experience points. It was a pity he did die in the process of actually trying to kill the KV2, because they actually had a certain Bruvs in Arms, but then again, Boombaard did die at the end as well anyway, so I think the Bruvs in Arms went out the window after, well, both of them were killed. But it was a great battle. Let's have a look at detail. 19 shots fired, 7 direct hits, 2 penetrations. Now, which ones did he penetrate? The Hellcat? Yes, he did. So that was definitely a penetration. What was the other one? The Strib? Yes, he penetrated that one as well. I thought that was a penetration because he did so much damage so quickly. Now, did he penetrate any of the others? KV2, no, he didn't penetrate that one, and he didn't penetrate the other ones. So, yes, it was the ones that we thought they were that were penetrations. And 11 splash, damage of 2,579 hit points, of which 2,271 were at more than 300 meters. He did receive 1 hit, that was from Boombaard, I think it was, and from Boombaard. It was from Gabriel, sorry, the M44. He also received 2 hits by way of splash damage, and spotted 1 enemy vehicle, the M44, damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 4, and did 673 hit points of stun assist off 8 stuns. He also managed to get 17 defense points when he reset the cap with the KV2 in there, but he didn't get any capture points because, of course, he was wiped out in the cap. On a free-to-play account, he earned 33,474 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 21,163 credits. He picked up 5 bonds for the awards, and 1,200 base XP, no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away. But what a way to end the battle, wow, to let the enemy fire his gun at you after you've virtually taken all of his hit points, and then he fires his gun at you and kills himself in the process. He had such low hit points at the end that the explosion of the shell against Boombaard's M44 was enough to wipe him out at the same time, giving the win by default to the AMX-13F3, who was still alive and hunting on the east side of the map. Wow, that was a pretty epic game, and if you enjoyed it, please give the video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Thanks for watching.